Hey guys, welcome back. This is pretty much a second part of the TikTok ad strategy that I've made. The first video, you probably most likely watched the video if you're listening to this video. So in that video, what I mainly did was just gave you guys an intro how to get things set up. And so there's some of you guys that are, doing like 50 bucks now, 20 bucks, some couple conversions a day. Um, but pretty much what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split into two videos. Two sections. The first one is going to be how to set up rules. It pretty much helps you scale. And then number two is how to scale. But before we get into scaling, the ad that you started running on the first video, you have to let that run for at least 5 days. I know I didn't make that very clear. At least 5 to 7 days, just let it run. If it's losing you money, it's fine. Let it run. The pixel needs to learn. Pretty much the pixel understands who clicks on it, who converts on it, and the more conversions you start getting, even though you're losing money, TikTok is understanding, okay, I need to deliver this ad to people that are 45 and are looking for a loan, right? So it kind of figures that on your own. So you kind of have to give it a little bit of grace and do a little bit of investing in order to really see some results. So after that period, this is what you're going to do now. So you've made a TikTok, you ran, you got conversions. It's been 5 days. Now you're kind of breaking even, making money. That's exactly where you want to be. So now this is what we're going to do. So the first part is pretty much setting up rules. And let's actually get into setup rules, and then I'll dive in to do a little kind of what's going on in my ad account. So pretty much what you want to do with rules is what they're meant to do is pretty much making you from stop losing money, setting up your ads to reset every day. So I mean, like here. So here's the first rule: no results, stop loss. So pretty simple. It says if the total cost of the ad group is greater than $10 and the results is less than one, turn it off. So what it's saying is like, hey, if you spent more than $10 on an ad group and it's not bringing you a conversion, so it's not bringing you any money, turn it off. And usually $10 is enough to understand if it's. So this is, I mean, here, I'll edit it just so you guys could see. So pretty simple. Remember, you want to do this all active ad groups, right? Here, I could just even go and create one. So I'll do all active ad groups. If total cost of each object today, so you want to specify this today, is greater than $10 and the results, so you don't want to turn everything off that spent more than $10. You want to turn off everything that spent $10 and didn't get a conversion. So now you go to results. So results today is less than one, pretty much, which is zero. And actions notify me, you want to turn off. So all active ad groups, if they reach these conditions, turn off. And you want to run this every 30 minutes. And no, don't notify me unless you want to get a ton of emails. And then rule name, what I call this is no results, stop loss at $10. And just hit complete and then save. I'm not going to hit that because I already have one. Now, so the second rule is called false negative. So what will happen now is, let's say your campaign is running, it spent $10, got zero conversions, and the rule turned it off. But then 5 minutes later, it got a conversion. So somebody that pressed on it took long to fill out. Anyways, it got a conversion now. So now your rule is like, hey, this ad group is actually good. And so your rule flips it back on. I don't know if that makes sense. So pretty much if total cost today is $10 and cost per result is under $8, turn on. So this is pretty much it. Here, I'll create one. So again, this is going to be to inactive ad groups. So it's like, hey, the ad groups that already got turned off, let's see if they're profitable again. So total cost of each object today is greater than $10, but the cost per result today is less than $8. So if it's saying, hey, if a campaign spent $10 but is getting cost per results under $8, turn it on, right? And then you want to do turn on. Run this every 30 minutes. Don't notify me. And you could call this false negative $8 CPA complete. Right here, I'll just create another one. Just name exists. One. complete, and then make sure you hit confirm. Bam, it creates it. Automatically created. So see, I have two here, but I'm going to turn this one off because I already have one. Now, what you want to do is create a stop loss. So what this is pretty much, if total cost today is, by the way, sorry for the echo and the noise. I'm not using any mics. This is just my MacBook audio. So I apologize for that. So what this is saying, if total cost is greater than $10, but the cost per result is also greater than 10. So it's pretty much saying turn it off. So pretty much what it's saying is like, hey, if you're running ads, but I'm getting purchases greater than $10, which means I'm only making a $2 profit, turn it off because I want to make more than $2 profit. I recommend put it at 10. You could put it at 11 or 12, but this helps when you start scaling. So these rules really start helping you when you start scaling, and we'll get to that part too. But first, wanted to do this so you guys do this before scaling, because if you don't, you're going to start losing a ton of money on ad groups that are not winning. So, right. So we'll go over here. I'll just create one, right? Stop loss. So all active ad groups, if total cost of each object today is greater than $10. Again, the reason why we're putting this almost everywhere is greater than $10, we don't want the rules to do anything until the ad group actually get to spend $10, because we don't know if it's doing good or bad unless it spends at least $10. And after it spends $10, we could decide if we're going to turn it off, we're going to keep it on, right? So this was cost per result. Today is less than $10. So pretty much, is greater than. Pretty much is saying, hey, any ad group that spent $10, let's say spent $50, but only got 4 conversions, that means each conversion is $12 or $12.50, right? And at that point, you're losing money. So if the CPA is greater than $10, it's going to turn off the campaign automatically. Now you ask me why it's 10, because it's kind of lags a lot. So typically it'll turn off when your CPA is like 12 or 13. So if you push the cost per result today is greater than 12, it's going to flip on when you already spent like 13, 14 CPA. So again, you can mess around with this, but I would just recommend doing what I'm doing. Again, you want to turn off, run this every 30 minutes, and this would be stop loss cost per result is greater than 10. Now, I want to make sure you guys know the difference between no results and stop loss. So no results is saying, hey, if there isn't any results, turn it off, right? But what this one is saying is that, hey, even if there is results, but the results are too expensive, turn it off, if that makes sense. So again, complete and confirm. Now, once you do that, turn on ad sets. Now, this one is pretty important. It's very simple. It's if total cost in the last 7 days is $1, turn it on. So what it's saying is that all ad groups that spent, turn them on. So ideally, so let me just set up this rule. I'll kind of explain it more when I'm going through each campaign, because it'll make more sense there. But all it is here, let me just create it for you guys. So all inactive ad groups, because you're turning them on, the total cost of each object in the last 7 days, you can do lifetime, is greater than $1. Turn them on, and this one is going to be daily. So, all right, you could leave it at 000. Typically, I recommend that. All right, don't notify me, and then you name this churn on assets. It's completely confirm. So what this does is pretty much when a campaign spends, let's say you have 4 ad sets, and one ad set is losing money that day, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to lose money the next day. So if you have a stop loss rule that turns it off, the next day it will turn it back on and give it another chance. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll kind of go over it a little bit more. And then turn on main. This is kind of it's saying that, hey, all campaigns that have the word main in it, turn them on. I'll kind of explain to you once I get into the video. So all inactive campaigns, name, name campaigns main, turn on, and then run daily. So you want to turn on campaigns that you want back on at 12. This is pretty much, instead of me sitting to 12 a.m. every day to flip on the rules, to flip on the campaigns that I want to turn back on, I just have a rule do it for me. And then you name it, turn on main, and then complete, confirm. All right, so once you've got these 5 rules set up, again, I'm going to take a screenshot of this and throw it in the Discord so you'll be able to see. Now, let's go to the dashboard. All right, so here we're going to do a little bit more of case studies, and I'm going to kind of explain what I'm doing. So today I spent $232, and I made, let's refresh this, $300, almost $400. So look at that, beautiful. If only my stocks were like this. My stocks just keep freaking going down. Anyways, so what is that? $170 profit. Bam. This is the ad account that I created in the first video. So this is literally like, you guys saw me make this, like you guys followed me make this, and this is what's producing. Now I did start scaling it a little bit, and again, I'll walk through exactly what I did so you guys could replicate this. Remember, I'm trying to make it as easy as possible for you guys. So again, if you're seeing this on YouTube, hit my Discord link, get on my Discord channel, ask me any questions, I'm answering them. I want you guys to succeed and start making money. So, I need some water, I've been talking too much. All right. So, today, just a disclaimer, it's kind of stupid for me to test, but I am testing a new offer on here, which kind of jacked up the numbers a little bit. So it's 4 CPA is not realistic because I'm running an offer that only pays me like $4. So let's go to the campaigns. All right, so here is, move my face. So here is the campaigns that are running. So as you see, the word main that I had, so I don't want these campaigns to run, so I turn them on, but the campaigns that I want them to run, I throw main in there. And so every time at 12 o'clock, anything that has main on it turns off. But let's say I don't want a campaign to turn on. I'll just flip it off and erase main, and that way it will never turn on. And so I leave these campaigns just sitting there. That's what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend you deleting any campaigns. So first, let's examine the ad that we set up in the beginning, which is this one, right? Main loan ad. So this is the ad, again, the same exact ad. I have not touched it other than increasing the budget that I made in the beginning. Let's actually, before we dive into that, so I started it running it, I think about the 13th of this month. So I really want to show you guys, I think it's the 14th, the process that I'm even losing money. So look, my CPA is 20, right? So let's even go here. So that's the 14th. Let's go here and then do reporting. Let's do offer. Let's do the 14th. Run report right here. Got $30. So I made $30 in revenue. This is the first day of running, and I spent, what was it, $60. So I lost $30, right? First day. Let's go second day, right? 15th. This is looking better, right? Oh, I actually made another campaign. I was being dumb, and I was trying to scale it fast, which probably a lot of you guys tried doing, but it backstabbed me. I lost money, and you guys will kind of see I kind of dumped a lot of money. But for now, let's just focus on this campaign. Okay, this is the campaign. This is the campaign that ran and I haven't touched, right? This is the campaign that all of you guys set up if you guys followed my first video. 15 CPA, right? So total I spent 62 plus whatever that is, $78. And I only made, let's see, the 15th, right? I only made $60. So not that bad, but still lost money. So let's keep going. The 16th. Yeah, here's again the check mark campaign that I want you guys to focus on. Like the 16th, it made me money. Actually did really well the 16th. But this one lost me money. This one lost me money. So again, I was in the gutter. Spent 269. Again, I try to scale too fast, guys. Don't scale too fast. Let it run for 7 days, right? Made 260. So again, didn't lose that much money. But pretty much that's how it looks like. So let me just kind of go through quickly. 17th, again, let's focus on this one. Started making me money, right? Look at this. I just is in the gutter on these campaigns. That's I turned them off and didn't touch them again. 18th, right? This one lost me money. So see, made me money, lost me money, but I'm just staying loyal to it. I'm just letting it run, right? $7, right? $8. So see here, I'm making money, right? 21st, right? Again, focus on this number, $6. See, so it's within time is becoming better and better. So $6 again. Again, I'm not touching it, not increasing the budgets, right? $6 again. So at this point, so pretty much 6 conversions. I made $12 on that. So let's actually look at this one. Let's go 22nd. So I spent $6. So I spent $40. Let's see what I made. So 22nd. So I made $72, spent $40. So I made $32 that day. Again, just let it run. So now moving on to today. So yesterday, what I started doing is I started increasing the budget. So I saw like, hey, this ad is doing great. It's been making me money. Let me start increasing the budgets. So right here, so see, you can see that I increased it to 40. So to $80. So I actually first increased it to 40. So I saw that it was doing well. So at 12, so let's actually go here. So on the 23rd, on this campaign, at 12 p.m. around, I'm in the Pacific time zone. So when I see that the total cost of this is 50%, so let's say right now all your budgets is at 20, right? So let's say during the day the spend is $10. So you're like, and it's making you money. You could duplicate this. So not duplicate, is increase the budget, doubling the budget. So instead of $20, you would change it. So let's say this one's doing well, I would change it to 40, right? Bam. I don't want to hit check because it's not doing well. So that day you'll start spending more. So that's one way of scaling it. You just increase the budgets when the campaign is doing well. When the ad group is doing well. So that's what I'd recommend you guys start doing to start increasing. That works well. What you guys could also do is create more campaigns. So let's go on the 24th. So this one is making me money. But see, I made 2 more campaigns. So I made one right here, and I made one right here. So this one is doing great, $7. This one is doing trash. I'm losing money on it. But here's the crazy part. Watch these campaigns. So see, this one is doing $7. This one's doing $16. And then today, it flips. Watch this. This one is doing $840. This one is the one that was doing $16. So this one is expensive now. So you guys can see it starts playing mind games with you. But you just we gotta flip all the assets on. We gotta stay loyal to it pretty much and just let it work. Let it do its thing. Let your rules work. If you start losing money, your rules will cut them off. So you just honestly at this point you literally don't do a lot of work. You just monitor it. But let's say you've been doubling. Let's say your scenario is the same as mine. This first campaign is making you money. Awesome. You start duplicating the budgets, still making you money. Awesome. Now you're like, okay, I want to start scaling more. So you want to create another campaign, and pretty much here's the campaign that you can create, right? Hit create. You do conversion. So just again, follow along. Name this whatever you want, but again, I'm writing main here because I have a rule that I'll turn it on. So main for vid. CBOs. Now, between ABOs and CBOs, this video is already going too long, but typically, again, TikTok, I'm still trying to understand it. Remember, I just started running TikTok yesterday. I'm teaching you guys. It's not like I've been running this for years. I've been running a lot of like other platforms, but I'm figuring out different ways of scaling right now. So CBOs and ABOs, I'm kind of jumping between them. Still haven't found out, but let's do this because we already have an ABO. Let's do a CBO. So I'll start with $50 budget. Continue. Ad groups. You can be broad. Website. Remember, similar process. Now, I want you guys to also understand how to do this yourself, right? Because not every campaign you're going to create is going to be made on my video. I want you guys to actually go out there and start making your own campaigns. Turn off video download. Automatic. So you could even mess with this, but we'll go for now. Let's not. Age groups 25 plus, right? Interest, we're not going to put any interest. This is just going to be broad one, right? We want to start on the 26th. Go to 00. Okay. Again, lowest cost. I'm hitting next. All right, creative. We're going to go to from library. Now, again, the creatives that I uploaded. So I made a little bit more creatives. I'm actually going to be making even more. I'm going to throw these on Discord. If I still didn't, guys, ping me. I will throw them on there. But I would stick to 3 ads in ad group, probably max. I'm testing out 5 right now, trying to gather information if it works. But this old man has been making me money, so I'm gonna keep him. We actually found him on Fiverr, and we're making videos with him too. So stay tuned for that. Text again. Swipe left to check qualification. Right, that again. I'm horrible at typing. Seriously. You just get it down. All right, qualification. Right, dynamic. Blah blah blah. This is pretty simple. Throw in our URL in there. Offers. Right, this one. Tracking link. Copy this baby. Throw it in there. Oh, Jesus, check the qualification. Check your qualification. Probably good. Bam. And now we want to validation error. Oh man. So I want to duplicate this. Literally same thing. I'm just changing the video into this one. Duplicate that, and then just change the video to the video that I shared with you guys. This one. Anyhow, right? Once you do this again, you could just if you just have 2 videos for now, just use those 2. That's fine. Submit it. Has been created. It's like super beautiful here in Vancouver, Washington. You guys can see typically it's rainy and crappy here during this time of the year, but it's beautiful now. So also, some of you guys have been asking about not approved videos. I get them all the time. You just have to redo the ads. So just literally copy the campaign, do the same thing all over again. They'll get approved eventually. I don't know why. Just TikTok is still pretty new. Let me make this smaller. Oh, bet. There you go. Okay. So now what we're trying to do. So where's the campaign that we made? Right here. Made for vid. So I'm literally following the same exact thing that I made for this campaign and this campaign. So just pretty much if you're wondering, oh, show me how to do those, this is exactly what I'm doing. So now, again, the process is pretty simple at this point because you already created one campaign. You kind of have to start getting the gist of it. All right, you're gonna copy this. Now I'll do 5 ad sets. Typically 4 or 5 go well. So duplicate this. I'll go view and edit. So here you want to target some different ones. So loan market is a pretty good target. I would just do broad again. Here you can do like, credit card, credit card, and I'll just do broad again, just because it works so well. All right, looks like I spelled it wrong again. So duplicate that. You want to change your time zone again because it resets. Saturday, bam, bam. All right. Next. Jeez, I have my gym trainer appointment at 5. All right, ads already pre-filled. Just the same thing again. So submit it. Also, some of you have been asking how you guys get paid from Transparent Affiliate. That's on Transparent Affiliate. So typically, I think, I'm not so sure how much the net pay is, but I think it's like every 15 days they pay you out. So let's say, whatever I generated, for the last couple of days, I get paid out, right? From like this week. So for 15 days, whatever you make, they'll pay you out. So they kind of have their own system. Just a heads up if you guys been wondering. Anyways, back here. So now that we duplicated it, we want to change them, right? Because we could leave these the same, broad 1, broad 2, because they're broad. But this loan market, right? We want to have a loan market interest on there because I just changed the name there. So we'll add an interest and we'll search for loan market. So whenever you do interest targeting, you always want to have like over at least 2 or 3 million target size. This one says 9 million to 11 million. Bam, throw that in there, save it. And then credit card, edit, same thing, go down to interests. Bam, you search credit. And then I think you have like a credit card. I think it's secure credit. Bam. So you hit save. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So here you go. I'm actually even gonna leave this campaign on just to kind of see you guys. But so let's say I leave this campaign on. Let's say tomorrow it's doing good. It's getting like an 8 CPA. Like remember, your target CPA is anywhere between 7 to 10, right? That's your sweet spot. That's where you make like $4 per conversions, $3 per conversions. You get 100 conversions, you make $300. That's like your sweet spot. So let's say it does well. So like for example, this one, see it's 7. My budget is on 100, but it was 50 in the beginning. But because it did well, I doubled the budget to 100. Does that make sense? So let's say I'm running this for another 2 days and it's still doing good. I'll duplicate it. I'll double the budget to 200. Let's say it's still doing good. I'll double the budget to 400, and so on and on and on. If that makes sense. But I'm gonna upload more creatives. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. DM me first on Discord because I can't DM you guys first because it's a spam thing and my account will get locked. But you guys got this. Keep it up. Again, I'm here for you. Ask me any questions and yeah, start making money. Peace.